Hello everyone, this is Keith Jackson and welcome to Jack's Math Notebook. In this video, we're going to learn how to subtract fractions with unlike denominators using the least common denominator method. And the least common denominator is just simply the least common multiple of the two denominators that you see in these examples. And with that in mind, let's go with our first example in which we have 3/5 minus 1/2. And notice that the denominators are different. We have a denominator of 5 here in this fraction and a denominator of 2 in this fraction. And so we're going to find the least common denominator between 2 and 5. And so let's count by fives, 5, 10, 15. And we can stop right there because, see, we can also count by twos, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And guess what? We found our least common denominator right here, which is 10. And we're just going to park our 10 in as our new denominator right here, right off to the right that you see right here. And what we're going to do, we're just going to figure out, well, what number times 2 will give us 10? And you know that number is 5 because 2 times 5 will give us 10. Whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. 1 times 5 is 5. 5/10 is the same as 1/2. And we're going to do the same thing with 3/5. And we're going to look at that denominator of 5. And we know that 5 times 2 will give us 10. And whatever we do to the denominator, we're going to do to the numerator because 3 times 2 is 6. And all we're going to do is just subtract now because we know that we're going to subtract the numerators because we know that 6 minus 5 will give us 1. And we keep the denominator and our answer is 1/10. And let's move on to big example 2 in which we have 2/3 minus 1/5. And we're going to find the least common denominator of 3 and 5 by using the least common multiple method. And we're going to count by threes here, and then we're going to count by fives here to find that least common denominator. And so when we count by threes, we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. And when we count by fives, we have 5, 10, 15, and 20. All right, we found our least common denominator, which is 15, and we're going to park it in our new denominator slot right here. And we know that 5 times 3 will give us 15. Whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top because 1 times 3 is 3. We're going to do the same thing with the fraction on top because we know that 3 times 5 would give us 15. Whatever we do to the denominator rather, we're going to do to the numerator because we know that 2 times 5 would give us 10, and all we're going to do is subtract. And so we're going to subtract the numerators. 10 minus 3 will give us 7, and we're going to keep the denominator at 15, and so our answer is 7/15. And we're going to move on to our third big example in which we have 6/7 minus 1/3. And we're going to find, you guessed it, the least common denominator of 7 and 3 because they are the denominators in this fraction. And let's count by sevens. 7, 14, 21, 28. And then we can count by threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. And so guess what? We found that our least common denominator in this case is 21. Let's park that 21 in our slot. All right, so we know that 3 times 7 will give us 21, while 1 times 7 will give us 7. We know that 7 times 3 will give us 21, while 6 times 3 will give us 18. And all we're going to do is subtract the numerators. And so we know that 18 minus 7 will give us 11. And so our answer is 11/21 or 11/21 right here as our fraction. Okay, you have been given a lot of information. I wouldn't blame you if you need to pause the video to look at these 3 big examples or replay this video as many times you need to gain a deeper understanding of this concept. But in the meantime, please comment, share, like, and subscribe to Jack's Math Notebook for more content. Thank you and goodbye. Did I say subscribe? Make sure you subscribe. Thanks. Goodbye.